the art of the Phish today. I'm Kyle Hendrickson. I'm the practice lead for our cybersecurity services here at Eide Bailey. I've been in technology now for, probably about 23 years in various leadership positions in the upper Midwest, helping companies of various sizes protect their people, protect their systems, centered around IT and cybersecurity. To start off here, I really think it's important for us all to be on the same page here. And we don't get to choose if we are a target. The victim never chooses to be the victim in any of these scenarios that we're going to talk about today. And I think that's really important. Just because you don't think that you have anything of value doesn't mean that you aren't an attractive target, either opportunistically or targeted by an adversary to disrupt your ability to do business. And even if it turns out that we don't have anything that they can monetize and turn into money, and because that's really the goal here is how do they monetize these attacks, we still have to recover, and we still have to resume our business operations, and still have to be able to serve those who we're tasked with serving. We still have to get back up and running. A couple things before we dive into some of these scenarios around phishing and business email compromise that I think it's really important to set the stage here. We have ransomware groups now that from the point of the initial code execution, so once they got you to click on something, to the point where they stole data from the organization, we have some instances where it's getting down to 30 minutes from the point of that initial compromise to the point of disaster. We also know that when ransomware is involved, when organizations do pay to get their data back from a ransomware actor, they're on average only able to recover 64% of their data. And so for me, that's a scary statistic, because what does 64% of your ERP look like? What does 64% of your laptop look like? Will it even power on and start up, and are you able to use it? What's 64% of your database or whatever you're using for your system of record and running your business? What does 64% of your email look like? Do you have the right things to be able to run your organization if that's all you're getting back? So I think we need to have a better plan than just paying the ransomware actor whatever they ask for in order to get back up and running again. The average cost to remediate something like a ransomware attack is little north of $2 million. That's a large pill to swallow for small organizations. And the average downtime associated with some of these attacks is a month. So what does it mean to be without IT or without your cloud-based systems or whatever you're using to run your organization? What does it mean to have no IT for a month or for 3 weeks or for 2 weeks? What does that mean to you? And in 2022, businesses lost more than $2.7 billion with a B due to business email compromise, according to the IC3 website. 27% of all reported cybercrime last year. And this is just the reported cybercrime. It's been said, and I've heard this a couple times now, once about 6 months ago from a client, and then again about 3 weeks ago, that we really don't need to do anything more around cybersecurity in our organization. We know that it won't ever happen to us because it's never happened to us before. And I think that this is a little bit of a foolish idea, thinking that it's never going to happen to you. We know that it will happen to everybody. I mean, statistically speaking, there's probably somebody on this webinar right now that's in an active compromise type situation as we speak. When we think that it's never going to happen to us because it's never happened to us before, that's like saying that you'll never have a flat tire on your car because you've never had that happen to you before. You will never have a disaster that'll require you to use your homeowner's insurance because it's never happened to you before. We still have those things in place because we know it's going to happen to us. So we don't, or I believe we should not be treating cybersecurity incidents any different than that. We know that it happens. We know the reasons why it happened, and we know the areas that we need to focus in on to lessen its impact or reduce the risk of it happening to us.